Welcome in. We are going to deep dive and dissect your psychological to elevate and amplify what you are currently experiencing. It's so neat to watch your life as if it's unfolding like a movie. And one predominant download that I got was hypnosis. Maybe you are a hypnotist or you are considering becoming a hypnotist. I say yes, go for it. How long are you going to stagger your life because you keep questioning whether something is ready for you? So I do feel like that's something many of you may be experiencing right now, or it is some sort of career move. So I'm immediately going into sort of a career reading here. So let's see what's going on in the deeper levels of your career. Flexibility, unfolding, and roll the dice. Roll the dice. Okay, so we're again deep diving into the subconscious. We're seeing what is happening beneath the layers, not the things you see. This is like a shadow. It's like if I have food on my face, I can't see it unless somebody's like, hey, you have food on your face. I'm like, oh, thank you. Right? And so that's really what these readings are, is to expose you to something that you may not have seen. So remember, have full faith in the reading, have full faith in the resonance of what you're receiving, and be open to stepping outside your comfort zone and being a mad scientist. I don't ever say to believe it. It just believe it. I want you, if it resonates, be a mad scientist and see exactly how it resonates. And if this, again, we're moving into a career reading just all by itself. I didn't plan to do a career reading, but that seems to be the predominant energy here. So you are stepping into a leadership position, and that means you want to start making your own decisions. You want to start making your own choices. And the only way to do that is to tap into that inner wisdom. I did that through watching multiple readings a day, and then I could clearly see the pattern of all the readings and how they were unfolding for me. And then I could overall, you're only experiencing one idea. And that idea is showing up in every single experience that you have. And that idea is, I guess, translated as one lesson. You can't get past that one lesson until you move past it, until you acknowledge it and become conscious of it. So that's what I recommend and encourage you. Your guides are asking you to really dive deep into the chaos and find the order. And when you do that over and 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 over, like they say, too much social media, too much information. There's never too much information. There's never not enough information. Energy is targeted regardless of whether you are tapped in, turned on. So remember, there's always one message coming in. That's it. That's all. Our brains weren't made to multitask. So when you are multitasking, and you think you're on fire and you're dynamic and you're getting things done, how conscious during that process, how intentional in that process are you? Because we do a majority of our activity unconsciously. But there's always one lesson. There is. Observe and be a mad scientist. You'll see. Okay, so the first card I got in past position is flexibility. So you'll need to see in the dark to maneuver the coming changes. While it seems extreme, just hang in there. This too shall pass. I just saw that yesterday. Somebody was like, "Can you tell me what time this too shall pass?" So this is past position. So you're moving into the unfolding now. That gateway is starting to close. So we're going to move that gateway over, and we're going to open the present future gateway. All right. So you're starting to see the neural pathways, the two brains, the left and right hemisphere, are creating connections right now. And again, if you are sort of curious about hypnosis, or maybe you're not curious, and maybe that's something that I'm bringing to the forefront that is in this vibrational frequency. I pulled out my hypnosis cards and I was reading about hypnosis, and I was like, okay, got it, cool, right? And so life is all about hypnotic trance, and to navigate that consciously. It's like being in a hypnotic trance, but completely consciously knowing what is going on. I know I had an experience a couple of weeks ago. I was donating plasma, and my blood sugar dropped, and all of a sudden my body became paralyzed. But I consciously knew I was watching. I was like having an out of body experience. I was watching, and it was neat to have the experience because I was seeing how my will was at peace. I wasn't trying to get out of it. I wasn't fearful. I wasn't scared. I was just participating. I was like, this is a very interesting experience. But my body went into paralysis. My blood sugar dropped. My eyes were blackening, or everything was turning black. My vision was turning black. And I just looked at the nurse and I said, I think I'm going to faint. And everybody came over and started to do the thing. But it was just so, I don't know, it was just a cool experience. I know it didn't seem like it should be. And I was very caring and nurturing after I had it to make sure. But what had happened is you have to eat before you go. And I didn't. And I didn't know how important it was. So I just thought, I'll just eat after I'm done. Never do that. Never do that. So every experience that you have is a potential experience to have a out-of-body experience, or just everything is divinely orchestrated, and life and death exist as one. And when that time is, when you're ready for that time will happen. It'll be effortless. And so that's an interesting idea right now that's coming up. So you may be confronting that version of yourself. So maybe you're looking to stand fully in your potential. And that's why this is career guided. Access the greater prosperity. So access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn. So more and keep expanding. So see, you're growing as you learn. The purpose is always in the process. Roll the dice. Time to put yourself out there. You are hiding your talents, and it's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. Hypnosis makes sense. The unfolding is happening. So you may be alchemizing. Gosh, what does alchemization look like? It can go on for years, by the way. But alchemization it's almost like trying to get yourself to do things. And finally, when you stop trying to get yourself to do things, you come into completion, step out of resistance, and then things start to happen. It's like all the seeds have been planted, but you're still like trying to plant the seeds. Still trying to do the things you don't want to do. Thinking that you have to do those things in order to get to where you want to go. That's not how life works. That's a toxic life. A life of health and limitless and boundless energy comes from doing the things that bring you joy, regardless. Do you have to work a little harder to bring yourself out of those lower frequencies? Yes, you do. You do have to work. It's like being at the bottom of a mountain and you have to climb that mountain. You do have to climb the mountain. But why not do it through joy, right? Just like that experience I had. That was a pretty traumatic experience for most. I didn't feel like that. I felt like it was a cool experience. Like I got to experience me in a state of paralysis, and I could then see how my brain was fully conscious and aware, and I could see how I could have easily dropped into victimization, neediness, fear, all of this stuff, but I didn't. I was like, it's happening. This is happening. This is all. It's just happening. It's written in the stars. It's in my charting. I think I did something wrong. I didn't. It was a plan. It was the universe's plan. It was God's plan. It was the lesson. And I did receive a lot of downloads from that. A lot of revelations came through. Okay, so ideation, mind, magic. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Rest. So I feel like overall in this reading, Spirit is asking you to stop trying so hard. Just relax. Drop into it. Creative flow is here. Magic. Look at this. I don't know if you can see these cards, but this is ideation, overflowing in creative energy. The magic is here. You're experiencing it. Believe in the magic. Believe in it. Great things are happening. And then rest. I like that because it's aligned with roll the dice. Rest. What? Okay, so rest is execution. Exhaustion is mental energy. When you are mentally, that mental energy is depleting you of your vitality. If you think and 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 think, and you're always so tired and tired and tired and tired, like you're always so tired. Once you start executing, once you start taking action, you're no longer exhausted. You're not thinking anymore, so you're not giving away your power. You're just, that's the rest state. It's like myself, like my vitality is always supercharged. I'm never thinking about anything. I'm just doing things throughout the day. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I need to do this. Oh, I need to do that. It did take time. Again, I did start at the bottom of the mountain. I had to create, a framework to contain my creative flow. So, for instance, I got up. The first thing I did was make my bed. I did that for months. I just needed to accomplish that one task every single day. And man, it wasn't easy. There were so many times where I was like, ugh. And then I was like, nope, you gotta make your bed. Gotta make your bed. I did it until I literally didn't think about it anymore. I kept on doing that until I didn't think about it. And me making my bed every day stimulated growth and expansion in all areas of my life. My house started to be clean. My dishes were done. My laundry was done. I was organizing. I was decluttering. And it was just, for me, it was that one thing, making my bed. Something I'd never done my whole life. Never cared about, never thought was important. It was that one thing. Somebody said one day, make your bed every day. Just do that one thing. And I was like, all right, I can do that one thing. That's easy. Easy. I can make my bed, right? And then it actually started getting me out of my bed because I knew I needed to make my bed. So we all sort of start there in that dark abyss. And we got to claw our way out of that. And so as you do, and you start to execute, the magic starts coming in because now you're in alignment. You're in alignment. You're doing all the things that that you've been wanting, that you've been thinking about doing. I do want to see what you might be alchemizing right now. This is the Twin Flame Ascension deck. Hypnosis. Maybe we need to talk about self-hypnosis. What is self-hypnosis? I thought to do journaling, writing down the things that I wanted, writing down not writing them down as I wanted them. I was writing them down as if they were already happening. That's what I was doing. That was like, so clearing energy blocks. We're activating your chakras right now in real time. So you should start feeling better in the next couple hours if you're not. Your career is unfolding, so don't worry about that. You're okay with that. The creative flow is here, And if you don't have a solid container, that creative flow just overflows and then, again, puts you in paralysis because you don't know what to do with that energy. And then we've got accepting other people the way they are without trying to change them. Big deal. If we try to change them, this means that we don't really like them. It is easier to find someone who is already the way you want him or her to be. So instead of trying to change that person, okay, so I feel like that's you. We're not trying to change you. If you try to change yourself, don't do that. Get to know yourself. Get to know what you like. Get to know what your favorite color is. Leave it in the comments. What's your favorite color? Let me hear about it. So make peace with the past. So that's what you're alchemizing right now. You don't have to rewrite the story. Just stop fighting the chapter. Peace begins with acceptance. And again, that's the overall message here is rest. Everything is working in your favor. It's working the way that you want it to work. It may not look that way on the surface, but believe me, under the layers, the depths of the layers. So enjoy growth and reap the rewards. You are on target. You are on target. Here's your mudra. Balance. Balance. Do this. Like if you're sitting in bed or you're sitting at work in your chair, balance. Put your hands together. That's like sign language to your subconscious. Your subconscious knows this ancient symbol, so it will immediately activate it. So if this message resonated, like, subscribe, and share with a friend if you know somebody that is in need of some reflection in this area. It's an absolute honor to be here and deliver these messages, and I love you so much. Unconditional love.